So Instagram's slightly less easy. And that's because people are a lot more wary on Instagram, for one thing. They don't trust you as quickly. Facebook, everyone's just like, yeah, let's all be friends and, you know, bitch and moan about stuff. That's Facebook. Instagram is like, well, do your pictures look professional enough? What value are you going to add to my life? You know, they're all a little bit picky over on Instagram. So you want to be a little bit more targeted and a little bit more specific. So how do you do that? Basically, I used to do not do this, right? I used to have an Instagram bot that did all of my following for me because it is quite time consuming. And there was a real trend of doing it, especially within the coaching world. There was a real trend of doing it about 6 months ago. So everyone was doing that. There was things called Stim Social. I didn't really get on with that. I had one called Instato, and it would do all my following. I would tell it what to target, and it would go out and find all these followers for me. And I grew my following quite quickly doing that, and it was great. And then Instagram got super wise and started threatening everyone. So no one does it anymore because we were like, oh my God, my whole business would just collapse if I lost Instagram. So if anyone recommends having a bot, don't do it. Get rid. Definitely don't go there. It's much nicer, I found, from having a bot to now doing it back again, doing it myself. It is really nice to actually grow those connections organically and not have just suddenly random people. I mean, I had so many random sleazy guys follow me and message me because my bot was just following all these random accounts. That it's much nicer to know that the people that I'm saying, would you like to follow me, are people that I actually want to follow me, if that makes sense. So ways to do that. Obviously, people are going to talk to you about hashtags. Hashtags are useful and you do want to be using them on your posts, but that was how people used to grow their following quite quickly when Instagram wasn't a really, really big deal. So now that it's a big deal, hashtags, you know, things get swallowed up within hashtags all the time. If you hashtag something, it's going to show up on the page of that hashtag, but it's going to be you and 350,000 other photos. So unless you're standing out and like 70,000 people are liking your picture, it's just going to get swallowed up. You will get some traction from using hashtags, and it is definitely worth doing. And you can use up to 30 on every post that you do. You can't use more than 30. If you use more than 30, it should flag it for you, but it might just post your picture without a text. And that's super annoying because then if you have to delete your picture and do it again, Instagram won't show it to anyone because it thinks you're fucking about with the algorithm. So don't do that. That's another day. So, okay, so hashtags, yes, do them, but you can't rely on that to grow your following. So the best way to do it, the way that I found is the best way to do it, is have a think about the type of person that you want to target. You'll hear this said a lot. For me specifically at the moment, I think, you know, you won't be surprised when I say it's new mums. You know, I'm targeting people who have a baby between sort of 3 months and a year at the moment. That's very specific. You know, obviously they've got kids who are older. I'm also targeting them too. But that's exactly the kind of person who I want to be helping right now, is a new mum who thinks, I've got kids, I can't get my body back, I don't know what to do. I want to be going, you can do this, you can get your body back. It's not over, you know, come and join us. Feel amazing again, feel like yourself again, have a safe space, all that kind of stuff. So those are the people I want to target. So what I do is, I don't know if you ever saw my post, and you probably see that every day I wear this nursing workout bra. And that, I was so lucky that this lovely lady, Natalie, gifted that to me, said, would you like to try out my nursing workout bra? Because I'm a small business, I'm just starting out, blah, blah, blah. I was like, absolutely, that sounds amazing. She sent it to me, it's the nuts, I love it. So she has an account called Latched UK. So what I do is, I know all of her followers are the kind of people who I want to be my followers, because they're probably nursing mums, or they're new mums, or they're pregnant mums. And so they're following her for that very reason. You can see here, she's just had a baby as well. There she's pregnant. This is the kind of stuff she sells. It's all breastfeeding stuff. It's all, you know, new mum stuff. It's workout leggings for pregnant people. So I'm like, right, all of her followers are going to be the kind of people who I want following me. So I go to her page and I click on her followers, and it's going to give me a list of everyone who follows her. So if I scroll down, you'll probably see in a minute that I've been through at some point fairly recently, and see I'm following, requested. So this is me going in and just basically saying, I want all your followers to follow me. So She's my target market. You want to find someone who is your target market. If you're not sure, I do really recommend finding maybe a Slimming World account or a Weight Watchers account, something like that, that has more than 10,000 followers. There's loads of them. You can just search in the search bar at the top of Instagram, the hashtag Slimming World UK, Slimming World recipes, anything like that, and it will bring you up like the top 6 or 8 photos. Those are the ones that have been liked the most. And if they've been liked the most, it's because that person probably has a lot of followers. So have a click on that, see if you like their stuff, if they've got nice food pics, if they've got anything like that, and then use their followers as your target. Because Slimming World people feel like they've got the nutrition sussed, even though they kind of haven't. They've made a good start. And that's important. You know, people are like, oh, Slimming World, but actually these people were clueless before and have got some kind of guidance and are trying to make a change. So these are the kinds of people that, you know, we're like, good for you, this is great. But we want to then take them to the next level where they're focusing more on health and they're doing that kind of side of things. And also chances are they're not doing any kind of fitness. So they're probably going to want to start thinking about introducing some fitness if they've done well with Slimming World. Maybe they're on the Slimming World accounts, but they completely suck at it, and actually they really want to try something else. So I found they are really good people, or really good accounts to go in and go through their followers and try and find people from that. But obviously, if you've got a niche, you know, like Sarah, you could be like Cat Mum. You know, people who have kittens or cats, and you can really relate to that right now because obviously, you know, your vet bills are through the roof, your cats, you've got a lot to relate to people about who have cats. You know, that's a really good one. Charlie, obviously the nursing thing is perfect for you, and I'm sure you've probably targeted that sort of area already. So I would just go through now what you want to be doing, and this is the time consuming part on Instagram, is you don't just want to be going through and follow. Because firstly, Instagram doesn't like it. Secondly, other people don't like it. You follow and they go, what's this? I don't, and they don't pay attention. So there's something that coaches are doing at the moment, which is called the 5-3-1 method. So what you would do is you would go into that person's account. I'm going to go into this girl, Victoria. Here she is. Oh, look, she's got a super cute baby. So what you would do is 5-3-1. So you would like 5 of her pictures. They say the top 5. I think that's too transparent. Like, don't go in, like, find a picture that you actually think that's a really nice picture. Go in and like it. So like, how cute is this? Right. I like that. That's really sweet. Oh, there's her son going to school. That's sweet. If I just click on it properly. So you would go in, like 5, but you know what? 3 to 5 is fine, I found. And then do that. Then they would say comment on 3 of their pictures. Personally, I think that's a bit extreme. 3 is a lot, because when their notifications come out, it's going to be like, this person liked 5 of your pictures, they commented on 3, and you're just like, okay, that's overwhelming. So I would say 2, and make them 2 really good comments. So like Sarah was saying to you, if you're going to focus on sort of the cat side of things, say you did that, then you would go in and totally relate to them with the cat, not just like cute cat. No, at least 5 words, something relatable, like, oh my god, your cat's so cute. You know, how old is he? Mine is X amount. You know, mine is 2 weeks old, whatever. So you would do that. I mean, oh my god, is that just the cutest thing? So you would go in and comment on their pictures, and then the 1, so that's like 5, like 3 to 5, comment on 3, but really comment on 2, make them really good comments. And the 1 is you would follow them. So follow them. I'll go back in and comment her stuff later. Give them a follow, and then people love a follow. If you don't follow, you're not going to get a lot of people following you. And the other thing I was going to say, what was I going to say about the follow? I think that's it. So what you don't want to do is, oh yes, that's right. So yes, you'll follow them. Don't worry if you don't get a ton of follows back. That's okay. You know, you only want people who actually really like the look of your page, who are going to gravitate towards you. You will hear people say all the time in this business, your vibe attracts your tribe. It's cheesy, but it's true. Your vibe absolutely attracts your tribe. The people who follow me are the people who I feel like I could be best friends with in real life. Like any conversation I've had with any of my followers, I'm like, this person's really cool. This person's great. I'd love to get them over in the group. And you've seen the group, like, everyone on there's the best. So if people don't follow you back, that's totally fine. If people unfollow you, that's totally fine. That happens, of course, that happens. We unfollow people all the time. And if people block you, that's totally fine. They'll be like, whoa, this person's commented way too much. Oh, I'm not interested. That's totally fine. People block. That's the thing. You only want to have people who genuinely want to be up in your face and up in your business. So that's important to understand, that people aren't necessarily going to follow you back just because you followed them. So what you want to do is, you don't want to be following.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Sorry. Hi, sorry. I've just got to where I'm supposed to be going, so I'm going to jump off now,
right,
and then I will catch the rest later. So
all right.
See you later.
Thank you. Moving on, darling. Bye. Okay, so you want to be looking at downloading an app that tracks your followers, because you don't want to be following people who aren't following you back. So, because it's a way, technically you want more people to be following you than you're following, if that makes sense. So there are a couple of apps that you can use, and you can just put into your search engine apps for Instagram, and there'll be, or followers apps for Instagram. So I have one called Follow Cop. It's not the best, but it doesn't take up much space on my phone. That's why I've got it. So there's one I think called Followers, or Followers Pro, or Followers Plus. Like, there's all of these. And what it will do is it will tell you how many people have followed you recently, how many people you're following that aren't following you back, how many people have unfollowed you. And it will allow you to unfollow those people within that app, so you don't have to keep going onto Instagram and checking and trying to unfollow people. So it will basically be like, these are all the people you follow who don't follow you back. And you can go, okay, unfollow all of these people. And it will just go, done. So that's really useful to have. And I think that is probably it in terms of Instagram followers. So it is time consuming. They've put on the bat that it's 20 minutes. I'd say that's fairly realistic. I used to do 30 to 40 minutes during my lunch hour at work before I got my little Instagram bot. But that's quite extreme. Like, that's quite excessive. And it's because I didn't really want to be doing any other like really obvious work on Beachbody when I was at work. So that was a good one to just sort of be like, I'm just following people on Instagram. And don't follow too many people too quickly, because you'll get put in Instagram jail. They love that. They love putting people in jail. They won't put you in jail for very long if you do it when you start doing it, but the more you do it, the more they go. So I would recommend you probably do it on about 15 people. I'd say per hour. Obviously, you're not going to be doing it every hour, but it basically resets itself every hour. So Instagram will reset every hour, and you can go again and follow people. Does that make sense? Good. Okay, so I'm going to unmute you because I think...
Yeah!
She's free.
I have a question.
Excellent. Well, you could have interrupted with a question, but yes,
I was
free
scared.
to ask questions.
So we're in the 5-3-1, which is actually the 3-2-1. Are you saying that you should do that? Like, once I've found my victim, fan, whatever, that I'm going to go on.
Market.
That's it, my target market. Am I going to like their pictures, do my comment, and follow them all in the same day?
Yes. You can do it all in that same bit. Yeah.
Really? Okay. All at the same time.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, I love it. Do the 3, 2, 1. 3 likes.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Comments and a follow.
Okay.